Holy moly.
Let's talk about my biggest regret in filmmaking. But first,
How do you feel about me taking off a year?
this is a 3-part series on my time in Japan, discovering and exploring a new culture I've always wanted to experience. And at the same time, reflecting on my career, why I'm quitting YouTube, and what's next. Thank you, Epidemic Sound, for making this whole trip happen, and thank you for supporting me throughout my YouTube career. Time to get some travel feels for what might be the last time.
All right, Tokyo's been sick. Time to move on.
Episode 1, we explored Tokyo, which is one of the wildest cities I've been to, talking about gimbals and how I've been so wrong about tripods. And now it's time to move on and explore the mountains of Japan.
All right, nice and packed.
Sitting in the car for hours gave me a lot of time to think about my filmmaking journey and what's to come as I quit YouTube. And there's one big mistake I think I've made in filmmaking, and that is thinking I can do it all.
We're on top of the mountain. I don't know exactly where we are, but it's very cool.
I think it's so funny that it's like the city was quieter than here right now.
One of the themes we were trying to play off of is like quiet and loud, and the city was super quiet, and what we thought was going to be quietest is the loud part. It's super windy here. Look at this view.
Being a YouTuber, you literally do everything yourself, from writing the scripts and being in the videos to filming, editing, sound, color grading, all the business side, which then makes you think that that's true filmmaking, doing it all by yourself.
Hey, you found something sick.
It's epic, right?
Yeah. My first thought's like, take a photo. And, then, and you're like, no, let's get some video.
Let's get the gimbal out.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's easier in a lot of ways, and there's a lot of good sides to that too. But that to me is a huge mistake, and a trend that seems to be growing because gear is getting smaller and easier and more accessible. You can now do way more than ever just by yourself. But I really think you're selling yourself short. And when you start digging a little deeper, you realize it's not just me making these videos for this channel. Take, for example, Tyler. You probably don't think of Tyler as this cool artist, creative, who helps me make my videos. But I guarantee my videos would not be the same without him. He made the call to go to this mountain with a gondola, and look what we got. Best views of the trip. Tyler is one of the most hardworking, smartest guys, and genuinely good person to have around that I know. The amount of times Tyler has saved the shoot day with quick strategic thinking and problem solving, or the day runs perfect because he's done so much work ahead of time. He's so good that I would rather take him on trips like these than a second shooter.
Tyler with the goods. This was all Tyler's idea to come on his gondola. Look at that, hero.
I do what I can. Did a little Googling, saw a gondola.
Tyler's the man, Tyler's the man. He's handling all our stuff. He's figuring out places to go.
I do what I can.
Where would I be without you, Tyler? Where would I be without you?
Probably be at 999,999 subscribers.
And yes, ladies, this man is single, so don't be shy, send him a DM.
Tyler, where's your girlfriend?
Close by, maybe? I don't know.
I guess this could be a good time to, young bachelor Tyler
Oh, stop.
would like to, it's a great catch, he would like to take you on a beautiful walk down this pathway right here.
Slide into my DMs. Let's make it happen.
That one was for you, Tyler.
Thanks, man.
Or what you might not see is that Chris is behind all of these gimbal shots that I got on this trip. This series just wouldn't be the same without him. And the team at Epidemic Sound planning and producing this whole trip. By the way, here is a secret code just for you to get 30 days free on your Epidemic Sound subscription. And if you are a filmmaker, you definitely need good music. And I don't think you understand how lucky you are to have something like Epidemic Sound, because when I started, you literally had to license every single song separately, and it cost a fortune. Literally thousands of dollars for one song sometimes. Epidemic Sound is an affordable subscription of a massive library of high-quality music and some of the best tools to find the perfect music for your videos fast. Use that code, get your 30 days free. Thanks Epidemic Sound for sponsoring this video.
Chris, thank you for helping. That was so good.
Dude, thanks for the invite, man. I'm so grateful for this, so thanks.
All those great gimbal shots, all that stuff, that was all Chris, so go and thank him, subscribe, like.
It's like I learned it from somebody on the internet.
I mean, since I'm leaving, Chris will take over. All right, here you go, take the channel.
You get to take the channel? Okay. Oh, what do I do?
Tyler, you're the man.
Anyways, so often the director or YouTuber or one person gets all the credit and praise of being like a creative genius, yet the films have so many incredibly talented people behind that one person everyone is looking at. And not fully realizing that has been my one big mistake as a filmmaker. There was a good few years where I was so caught up in the YouTube world and growing a business, I didn't spend enough time meeting and hanging out with other DPs, directors, ACs, gaffers, producers, and I think that made me a worse filmmaker. Now I'm trying to make amends and do better. In this next phase, I want to find people who are incredibly talented, making insane work, but they don't have the right outlet. They're stuck in the commercial grind and never getting to make the dream projects they should be making. I want to find those like-minded people who just want to make the best damn films possible, and together make films and tell stories that can change a person's perspective or view, or just be as entertaining as Sorry, getting a little excited.
You almost ate it. Almost ate it. I'm right on the edge. It's a cool spot, but it's midday. Light's not very good. Mount Fuji. It's like the perfect mountain. If you describe a mountain, you tell a kid to draw a mountain, it's that. Chris.
Hi.
I'm curious, what do you think about me taking off a year?
Dude, I have so much respect for it. I feel like it's like one of those things where you can just get nervous. You're like, wait, what's going to happen to my career? What's going to happen after this? The algorithms, all of these questions. And truly, respect. I think that we don't give ourselves enough of a break to enjoy life and have like almost mini retirements per se. So the overall summary, respect. I think for any creative, having time away to figure out who you are and what you like and what you should be doing is somewhat more important than just constantly like keeping the truck running. I kind of think about it like this, where it's like, if you take a year off, you're putting the boat into port to like recharge, figure out the next,
get
course, get some supplies, and then it can go off. And once it's out at sea, it's out at sea. But I think that's really important to come back to port at times. So yeah, respect.
I like that. Thank you, man. Manager Tyler, how do you feel about me taking off a year?
Well, we've chatted that there's still enough work for me to be making an income, so that's good. that's good. For at least
that's positive. Just so you guys know, Tyler's not being fired, even though I'm taking a year off. Tyler will still have lots to do. You'll see, and there's a lot of internal stuff that you guys don't see that we do. So a lot of that's still going on.
Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm happy that you're taking some time off so I can relax. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I think it is also for you to be a little bit of like, we're so in the grind so often that like now there's gonna be a little bit more time for you also to, figure things out, see how we can do things better.
Yep.
What you want to be doing in the next bit. For example, continuing your YouTube channel.
Yeah, maybe I'll start firing up some videos again.
Heck yeah.
I don't know if it's your Scandinavianness that it's like I've been successful. I'm gonna just take some time off to enjoy myself. Whereas I think oftentimes we can get stuck in the loop and just keep going and wanting more and more. What you've gained in perspective on YouTube and this whole like space and bringing that perspective into this space, I'm curious, like, well, is there some unique innovation that you'll bring, or some sort of unique style of video that might start emerging? So yeah, and I think what's interesting is, at least from what I see, you're doing it from a place of not burnout, or like just like, yeah, I'm gonna take a year off. I'm not stressed out, burnt out, hating life or anything like that. It's like, no, I'm happy right now and I'm gonna just enjoy it. Kids are young, all that. So I think it's super healthy, And yeah, I don't know. Should be good.
What do you think? You think I'm gonna come back?
I think you're gonna come back, but I think you're gonna come back in a unique way. So I don't think it's gonna be like, what's up, guys? I'm YouTuber Matti, and today
Not
we
doing
got
this.
a gear review for you. Not that you do that, anyways, but I think it's gonna
Even less of that.
fully honest Matti.
Yeah, full honest reviews. I've always wanted to do those.
You always come at it from an angle of like
Who it's best for?
Who it's best for, and now it could just be like, would Matti use this or not?
Yeah,
No.
I would not buy this. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one. Spent the night here. It's quite cozy.
So came back 8 o'clock, just passed out, slept for 10 hours. I should show you my like information where it's just like, you slept for 10 hours straight. Best quality sleep I've ever had, because I was holding the gimbal because Matti was working me like a workhorse yesterday.
These orange trees?
That makes sense why the orange juice was so fresh this morning.
This year and choosing to stop YouTube has already been so incredibly worth it. It's made everything so much more intentional. And it's helping me to think about the future, the long term. What do I really truly want to be doing? Rather than just grinding away at what I think I should be doing, or worse yet, what I feel like other people expect of me. Don't make the same mistake I made. Assemble your team, find your group, make more filmmaker friends, and together do something that no one person can do alone. Because that's the truth. If you want to make the great works, the legacy pieces, no one person can do those alone. Plus, it's way more fun to make films with friends than by yourself. Lesson learned.